Man, does Mooch not have a group going? Hey, Gaming Fruity. Damn it, I see fuzzies. There should not be fuzzies. What's up? You don't like leak spin? Dude, this mix is epic. I found this the other day and, like, I had to download it. But no, as soon as this track's over, the SWTOR music is gonna kick in. First day off in like 4 or 5 months? Wow. Well, I think I might be SOL for mind buffs here. Hold on. No, I don't think Pooch is around. I don't know who Owen's grouped with, but he's not running his invite macro either. Oh wait, he's grouped with somebody out there. Who is this? Kaylin, maybe? Yeah. I'll try each person one more time, but... Nope, it does not look like we're going to be getting mind buffs today. Oh, I have the task of making your day. Full pressure, huh? We'll see. We'll do a, my goal today is to get Terrascasi Novice. I don't think that's an unreasonable goal. We're about 3/4 of the way there already. We should have no problem doing that, and then after that we'll see where we can go. I would like to stream something other than Galaxies later today. I don't know exactly what yet. We'll figure that out when the time comes. So yeah. Nope, it does not look like we are getting mind buffs, so... Let's go. I do have some brandy. You know, somebody's about to lose their swoop. Baki. Baki's not even around. Play Skyrim till Elder Scrolls 6 comes out in 2024. Dude, I've never even finished Skyrim. I haven't even gotten very far in Skyrim. Like, I keep wanting to, but like it's so weird. Like, I love games that give you the freedom to do whatever you want, like Galaxies. But there's something about Skyrim that's like, there's almost too much freedom in Skyrim. I know that's a terrible, terrible thing to say. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Even when I say it, I'm like, why is that something that you're complaining about? But it's like, after I play Skyrim for like 3 or 4 hours. It's usually around the time I defeat the first dragon, I start to get bored with it. It's not that I need help with it, it's just that it's almost like overwhelming. Like there's too many places to go. And you know what the problem is? Here's the problem. I've just pinpointed the problem. I'm a completionist. When I play games, like when I play World of Warcraft, I made sure I finished every quest in each zone before I went on to the next zone, even if I was already like 5 levels over the zone that I was in. So when I play a game like Skyrim, and like after you finish the tutorial, it's like, okay, now you can go wherever you want. I'm like, ah! Like I want to do everything, but I can't do everything, and it drives me nuts. I think that's my problem. There's a trick to it. Thanks for the cheer, Feb. Like, I actually think I even have some Skyrim videos. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact I have some Skyrim videos on my channel. Like, 1 or 2. Yeah, I think the furthest I've ever played is like, I got the first shout. I remember going up the mountain. I remember getting killed by that Yeti like 5 times, thinking I was supposed to kill the Yeti, and then I realized you're just supposed to run from it. And then I got the shout, and I think that's the furthest I've ever gotten before deciding to just play something else. Hey, Beheld. I think they're A40s. Yeah, they're A40s. You got Astros for your Xbox One Halo Edition? I think these were a Christmas present from Takora. I really need an image design. Hey, Andrew. How about just playing Skyrim for an hour or two at least each week? I mean, it's definitely not something that I couldn't do. Like, I mean, I could stream some Skyrim after this. Because right now, I basically have like 5 hours a week dedicated to different games. Like, obviously, I stream this for 2 to 3 hours every Monday. I have to record KOTOR 2, which is usually 30 minutes to 40 minutes a week. Movie Duels 2 usually takes me like an hour to record, depending on how difficult the mission is. Did my droid get these guys? Oh yeah, I guess they did. Different type of meat, though. Oh god, meat's terrible. Get rid of this. I don't hate Skyrim. Like, I respect Skyrim. I understand why it's such a popular game. I personally could never get through it. We're gonna end up getting like 10,000 XP from these 2 missions. You never got into the Elder Scrolls games? I played the Elder Scrolls Online a lot. I think I have more ESO videos on my channel than I do Skyrim videos. Yeah, we ended up getting about 9,000 XP from those 2 quests, missions. Member left guild? Lazy Moose, no! What happened? Is that Lazy Weasel? Aw. Oh well. Not for everybody, I suppose. Hey, Stingray. Weird. It's so weird. Alright, whatever. We gotta get TKN, let's do it. Mots? Sure. Flutes? Sure. Just do easy stuff. Skyrim is a game you put off playing for a long time, but then you play it and beat it and realize you almost lost out on one of the most important game experiences ever, kind of like Bioshock or Pokemon. Yeah, I never finished any of the Bioshocks either. I've played a lot of the Pokemon games though. You're gonna need to kill me. Ugh. Don't kill me. What about Borderlands? I never played the first Borderlands. I got really far through the second one, but never finished it. But I finished Tales from the Borderlands, the Telltale game. And Takora and I started playing Borderlands the pre-sequel, but I think we only got like maybe 2 or 3 episodes in before we stopped. Oh, Halo. I'm a huge Halo fan. I've finished all the Halo games. Except for Halo Wars 2 and the weird ones that came out on Steam that are like Spartan Assault or something like that. There was even a point like where I not only have I played all the Halo games, but I had read all the Halo books. Cause like there's so many Star Wars books, like Legends novels, that like as big of a Star Wars fan as I am, I'm not even trying to tackle them all because it's like there's so many of them. I'll never finish reading all of them, so like what's the point? But back when Halo first started getting popular, there weren't that many Halo books out yet. So I was like, you know, like I could actually stay on top of this and have read like every single Halo book. And up until I think Halo 4, I had read all the Halo books as well. But I've since fallen behind on those. But no, I love Halo. I love Halo's story. I know like just as much about Halo's story as I do Star Wars. Just about. Shit, these guys might be a little tough without mind buffs. Shit, I'm poisoned. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm going to be able to... Oh, alright, we got 2 snakes on me. Time to GTFO. We're not going to make it. Damn, we got death blown too. That sucks. And we crashed. Ripping pepperonis. Halo is great. Rihanna's a great singer. I actually won for Halo Reach. Mountain Dew did like a special promotion where you could either through Mountain Dew bottle caps or bags of Doritos, you could get like codes that you then went onto their website and you entered the code and you got like a raffle ticket basically. And you could bank as many tickets as you wanted and then put them towards drawings that they had like each day. I ended up banking like, I don't even know how many. Probably like 30 or 40 codes that I kept buying codes and I would enter the code and get the ticket, but I would never put the ticket towards anything until I had like all these codes banked up. And then I put all of them towards one Halo Reach Legendary Edition, and I fucking won it. What was crazy, though, is they didn't even tell me that I won it. Like, there was no email saying, congratulations, you won, or anything like that. It was just like, a couple weeks later, a random package just showed up on my doorstep. And, like, it didn't say who it was from or anything, and I was living at Decora's at the time, and she was like, did you order something online? And I'm like, no. She's like, well, this package is addressed to you. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I opened it up, and it was freaking the Legendary Edition with, like, the statue of Noble Team and everything. And I was like, what? Like, it was like, congratulations, you won. It was just awesome. But, like, what was weird is they never notified me that I won, so I had no idea it was coming. Well, now we're really screwed. Because not only can we not get mind buffs from the entertainer, but now our drink meter is more than, empty. Excuse me. So I can't even double up on brandy. I might just have to go in with no armor. Why can't I get mind buffs? You have a black screen, you can't see anything. The entertainer's invite macros aren't working. The last time you checked a package, it had a child in it? Dude, this guy must be rich. Giving me 25k for buffs? Dude, 500,000? Jesus. We have another buffer here. No badges. This is one of my favorite themes from SWTOR. Alright, well at least we healed our wounds. Our battle fatigue's gone. Actually, we didn't heal all our wounds, but that's alright. We don't need to do the rest of that. We'll be able to drink 1 sip of brandy. And maybe we'll just put our helmet on. That's probably the best choice. Like, what's our encumbrance go up to? Oh my god, that takes our freaking mind and focus down to half. Ugh. But this 36% chance, no, 36% damage reduction to our head, worth having our focus and willpower? I don't know the answer to that. We only need about 26,500 more XP. I'm choking on Izez's swoop smoke. Thanks. Nunas. How hard can they be? Famous last words. Alright, so we just have to remember this time not to drive past the killer snakes. Yeah, it is Ubi's armor. Right now, just the helmet. I have the chest, a bracer, and pants. But, oh, you know what? Like, what's their... See, their mind encumbrance is not that much. Let's just go with the armor. Oh no. Are they still sitting on the mission? They are. Yo, this is gonna be a PETA. I'm turning off the foliage here. I'm gonna be able to see these guys. See, look how close they're sitting to my mission. I gotta try to bait one of them. Let's drink our brandy. See if we can get this guy's attention. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh shoot, he's ranged. Let's put some states on him. Use center of being. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we can handle these one at a time, no problem. We'll probably even handle them two at a time, as long as they don't focus down our mind. Ooh, that's nice XP, though. Okay, now I want to pull this guy away from the snakies. The death worms. Stun him and blind him and intimidate him. The nope ropes. You look at him, man. He looks vicious. Very, very vicious. Okay. These are just flutes, so these guys will die easy peasy. Do I think making SWG vids would be a good idea? Every paycheck you're getting one thing for videos and or streaming and you're thinking of what to play. Dude, play whatever you have fun playing. I'm a snake. I'm a sneaky, slithering snake. You guys ever seen that video? I had a friend of mine actually think that that was me in that video. Hold on, we're gonna find it. Oh shit, a boss. A flute Leviathan. Interesting. I actually had a friend think... A friend of mine... Oh, wait. What? No. There we go. Maybe.
USAA Bank is here to help you stay on track.
No, I'm not advertising for USAA, whatever, bank. No! This is not free advertising platform. Okay.
Snake.
I'm a snack.
Snake.
It does kind of look like me.
Snake. I'm a snake.
Right?
I'm a slithery little sneaky snake. I'm so slithery and sneaky because I'm a snake. Slithering in your garden, catching me a mouse. Snake. I'm a snake. Look into my eyes, Jungle Book. Look into my Mowgli, look in my eyes. I'm a slithery hypnotist snake. I'm hypnotizing the Indian boys, so you can, I don't know, turn on that panther and join the snake. Cause I'm a snake.
Alright.
I'm a
Shit's funny. I'm a snack. Oh, shit. Oh, there's more red cons there. Swamp rat. Got some Veermok sentry. Oh wait, this waypoint's got to update. Okay. I need to make a collab with him. Dude, that video is years old. Oh my god, Nunes have a lot of health. We need battle music, quickly. Oh, we're doing alright. Oh, he's running! Come back here, you little shit! Alright, good. Perfectly timed with the music. My snake is stuck in my head. I'm gonna have to get something else stuck in my head in order to get that out. I'm gonna sit down, take our armor off, and recover. Oh, we do another brandy? Yeah, there we go. There we go, man! Doubling up on the brandy. These little guys. They're like frogs the size of soccer balls. Just want to punt one. I hear about the 737 MAX 8 going down in Indonesia? No, I didn't. Why does every country seem to be having problems with plane crashes? Dude, if you look at how many successful flights there are in a day compared to how many crashes there are, it's not surprising that you hear about every single one of them. You know why you don't hear about every single car crash on the news? Because there's so many car crashes. You know why you hear about every single plane crash on the news? Because there are not a lot of plane crashes. They're also really sensational. I guess they are. They're fun to watch. It's terrible, but true. Car crash doesn't typically involve 200 something lives in several city blocks. I was gonna make a joke, but it was kind of racist, so I'll keep it to myself. I can think of some places where a car crash would involve 200 something lives. Not to mention a plane crash is in most people's top 5 fears. I'm sure that's true, but I don't know, man. A plane crash, it's fast death, man. Quick and easy. Get it over with. I can think of a lot worse ways to go. Like burning to death, drowning, being eaten alive. Being eaten alive, I guess being dismembered in any form. Like, you know what? You know what really gives me chills? You ever seen the videos of those like grinding machines that have the gears that like go into each other like this, and they throw shit in, and whatever it is, it just chews it up? Whenever I see those videos, I get shivers because I always have a mental image of what it would be like if you were to fall into one of those freaking machines. Sharks with lasers is another horrible way to go. Absolutely. Number 1 cause of death, old age. Yeah, fuck old age. People should stop aging. A lot fewer people would die. your old age and have a purge. Dude. The Purge, while a very entertaining movie or idea, would never fucking work in real life. You telling me that if we had a day where all crime was legal, that you think criminals would just not commit crimes the rest of the year because they knew there was a day once a year where they could do it? Please. They're fucking criminals. They break the law. That's the whole point. So if the law is don't do crime except on this day, criminals are going to do crime on any other day. Like, that's by definition what they do. So it would never fucking work. The only people that would wait until the day of the purge are law-abiding citizens. If there was a purge, you'd go after those who hadn't beaten BioShock first. Bring it on. Bring it on. I have my firearms ID. You've skydived twice, so you know what free falling feels like. Moved it down on your list of scary ways to die. The adrenaline is never the same after the first jump. Dude, I would never skydive. First of all, I'm pretty certain I'm over the weight limit for most parachutes. So I couldn't, even if I wanted to. But putting all your, like, faith into having your chute deploy is not something that I'm comfortable gambling with. This conversation is a slippery slope. Yeah, let's get off the purge talk. This stream is now Purginol free, or whatever the hell that shit was from Rick and Morty. Purginol? Purgitol? It was in the candy bars. Let's see, how close are we now? We need 13,000, so it's going to be 2 missions and a little bit more. Pikachu Pot Pie, what's up? Pikachu is a fruit, it would be a lemon, not a pie. That has absolutely nothing to do with Pikachu Pot Pie. Chicken's not a fruit, and it's still in a pot pie. Chicken pot pie. Ikopi pot pie. Yeah, this one's late to the party. The Chris. What's up? Medic grind is the most boring grind you've ever done. Man, any sort of crafting grind is always the most boring. Why is this one not aggro? Come on, buddy. I'm blowing up your home here. Alright, that brought us up to 11-4. Hey, you're talking to somebody who's mastered Doctor 3 times. I have done that medic grind. I mastered Doctor 3 times and Combat Medic once. Hey, Arsha. Who's this asshole? If you had the money, you'd fund this project somehow. Non-profit, of course. I mean, there's a way to fund the project. There's a big donation button on the top of the forums. That doesn't help you get money, but it is somehow. How close are we? Alright, we need about a little over 7,000. Wait, really? Yeah. Alright, so like one more mission, maybe two. 1.5 more missions. We don't even need to do missions, let's just kill stuff. Let's kill these Gungans. How tough can they be? If you put $10 million into it, would the game project be taken down? I mean, you kind of have to think harder than that. Like there are things that could cause the project to be taken down other than the money. So if you put 10 million, if you made a $10 million donation to the project, would it ever be taken down? The answer is maybe, because sure, if they had $10 million, the servers would never, you know, they'd never run out of money to cover the server costs. But if they had $10 million in their account and Disney sent them a cease and desist letter, it would still probably get shut down. So unless they use that 10 million to like buy rights off of Disney for some reason, but I don't think that would ever happen. So the answer to your question is maybe. They'd go on permanent holiday with 10 million? Who would? The devs? The devs wouldn't see any of that money. The devs don't get paid. Any donations the project earned go straight to server maintenance costs. Everybody that works on this is doing it voluntarily. Nobody makes a paycheck. You know what you do? Just figured it out. You just hire everyone privately and just run it yourself. Well, see, you can't hire anybody. If you're hiring people, then you're paying them, and that violates the agreement that the project had with SOE, where no one would profit off of it. So you can't hire people to work on it. You think the rights for all SOE games got sold to Daybreak, not Disney? It doesn't matter who the rights to the game got sold to. It's the fact that the game is using the Star Wars license, and Disney owns the rights to everything Star Wars. So if Disney sees the project as a threat to its intellectual property, then Disney can send them a cease and desist and say, hey, you can't use the Star Wars name without our permission, take your shit offline, and there's nothing that they could do to stop that. Hey, Angry Gaming Tech, yes, this is pre-CU. It's a private practice that leads to no profit. To me, I can give money to whoever I want. You won't hire them. I think that's, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't tell you whether or not that would work. But to me, that sounds like that's getting into a gray area with the law. Yeah, like that that KOTOR emulator that somebody was making in the Unreal Engine that just got shut down. It's the same concept. They were non-profit. They were going to put that game out for free. You know, but since it was using the Star Wars name and Disney didn't like it, they went bye-bye. So really, I mean, the truth is, it could happen to this at any time. And people don't like to talk about that. But it's true. SWGEMU has attorneys? Yeah, I don't doubt it. It can't. There is a loophole once the game is discontinued. That is not true. There is new legislature in the U.S. that shut down online games can be used with an emulator or something like that. I haven't read the article myself regarding that, but to my understanding, that's only in a museum. It's that shut down online games can be preserved in museums. At least, like I said, that's my understanding of it. I haven't read it myself, so I could be wrong on that. Angry Gaming Tech, I think what you're referring to, you said it can't. There is a loophole once the game is discontinued. I'm assuming you mean it can't be shut down because the game is discontinued. In that case, if you're referring to the term like abandonware, right? Because you can't buy the game anymore, the company that used to manage the game no longer exists. Therefore, it has become abandonware, and you know it should be made free to everybody and all that. That is not true. The term abandonware is not a real term. That was just kind of like made up. I used to have an article bookmarked. Let me see if I still have this. Because people used to ask me this shit all the time, so I actually did some research on it. And I found a really good article. I think this is the article. So, is abandonware legal? The simple answer is a definitive no. Copyrighted works that have been abandoned by their creators do not automatically become public property. On the contrary, they remain protected for the duration of the copyright, which varies from country to country. So you'd have to look up and see, I don't know the answer to this, but how long the copyright on Galaxies lasts. Downloading a copyrighted work is illegal too, so it's not just the sites that could get in trouble. So if you are someone out there who has, downloaded the Galaxies client, you are technically breaking the law. Punishment only occurs if you get caught, and the other side is willing and able to make the charge stick. So basically, since SOE, when they owned the rights to Galaxies, since they never came out and specifically stated that Galaxies is now being no longer supported and is publicly available, because that never happened, then even though they as a company no longer exist, the game is still copyright protected. The Awakening server is live for 4 years now without any issues. That's great. This project has been going for how many years now? You can't use that as a defense saying that it will never get shut down in the future. Just because something has been going in the past for X number of years, it doesn't matter. It could be going for 50 years. That is not a good enough argument to say that something in the future wouldn't change. Chris, I'm a medic. I'm coming back to the guild hall right now. If it's doing no harm to your franchise, then how are you able to do things like that? How do you know it's not doing harm to their franchise? I am still under the strong belief that if Disney ever decides to make another Star Wars MMO, then they will come after this project. Simply because they'll view it as competition. Right now, the only game that this is really competing with is the Old Republic, and the Old Republic is free to play. So if they ever make a subscription-based MMO, then they're going to want to maximize profits, and when they do that, they might potentially see this emulator as a threat to their profits on that new MMO. And if that ever happens, then they will be completely within their rights to shut it down. And what you guys have to understand is when all this shit that I'm saying, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I'm pretty sure Galaxies will run for as long as they can afford to maintain their servers. I do not see Disney ever coming in and shutting this project down. But I recognize the fact that they could. And that's something that a lot of people don't do. Holy shit, how did you get so many wounds? Oh my god. I don't want to heal him if they need the medic XP. Is he already buffed? Oh no, his battle fatigue. Shit. Oh man. His battle fatigue is affecting the strength of my buffs. Dude, I hope you're watching an entertainer. Alright, good, he is. Threat to their profits. It's called making a better game. Going after this project is going out of your way to look like a complete jackass. Dude, what I'd give to live in your fantasy world. Got more meat? Fuck yeah, give me that meat. Hey, Roy Cop. Did I... Never mind, it's working. Disney should never have been involved in Star Wars in the first place. I mean, it's pretty true, but I can't think of anybody else that would have been able to afford to buy the license off of Big George. Disney definitely had the money. See, here's where intellectual property copyright, why it's important. Because this game is using the Star Wars name, right? When you sign in, it says Star Wars Galaxies. However, this game is not officially supported by Disney, who owns the right to everything Star Wars. Which means if this project decides to do something that goes against Disney's, like, values or direction for Star Wars or whatever, people who are not familiar with the fact that this project is disassociated with Disney could in turn think that whatever this project is doing is part of like Disney's overall game plan. I understand how stupid that sounds, because first of all, the people that know about this project on the grand scheme of things is very small. A couple thousand people is such a tiny fraction of the population that, yes, I understand. Who cares, right? Like, does it really matter? No. Do a couple thousand people playing this project instead of another subscription project really matter? No. But, like, that's the whole point of the law, though, is to prevent a third party from using somebody else's name brand and doing something with that brand that goes against the core values of the correct owner of the brand. And again, for those that are, like, just tuning in or watching this on YouTube or whatever, I am not a lawyer. I do not have any, like, legal background or anything, so I'm talking out of my ass about this stuff. It's just how I see things. Who am I to know anything? I know nothing. Thought I was a lawyer. Nope. So people who play SWG break the law. No, not exactly. So that's why the project requires people to own a copy of the game. So by owning a copy of the game, you own the assets that are on that disc, and you can use those assets non-commercially. So that's why the project exists. That's why the project cannot make any money, because if the project earned any money, then you would be using those assets for a commercial purpose. And that's why everybody that plays the game legally has to own a copy of the discs, because all of the models, all of the music, all of the animations, the textures, all that shit is all contained on those discs. And then all the code, like the code that the game runs on, is not on the discs. Those were stored on SOE's servers. However, that's why the project has to recode everything basically from scratch, because now that they've recoded it, they own that code. Like, they haven't used anything that doesn't belong to them that we don't already own. So if you own a copy of the games, you are not breaking the law. And that is where that rule comes from. Man, I'm going to have to title this, when this goes on YouTube, I'm going to have to title this Livestream Get Yourself Learnt in SWG. People hate about it too when I talk about it. Like, whenever I've stopped answering people on Reddit that ask, like, do I need a copy of the CDs to play? Because I'm pretty sure that question gets asked so damn often. Let me see. There were 2 threads on there the other day. Let me see. Thinking about getting back into SWG. Does this person ask? No, this one doesn't ask about owning the game. Interested in playing. Does this person ask? Oh, look! What do you know? Let's show this. So here we have the SWG EMU subreddit. And here we have, oh look, this thread was submitted 17 hours ago. And what does this person know? Or what's he say? I am not a computer guru and do not have the discs. How can I play? So in less than a day ago, somebody else is asking how do they play without the discs? And there was a time where I would post on there, and other people have posted this on here too. You can find the discs on Amazon and eBay. You might be able to get them at flea markets. As long as you have the original box or proof of purchase. This person says also, I think the 14-day trial disc works, which it doesn't. Oh, look, the SWG EMU website says you can't use the trial discs, but I have used them several times to install the game and never ran into any issues. So, in the past, whenever I would see a thread like this, I would comment and explain, kind of like I've explained it in the stream, the issue is not whether or not the game will work, the issue is whether or not you're breaking the law. And that's where people would post comments to, oh, the game's abandonware, like it's not supported anymore, you don't need to buy a copy, there's websites where you can torrent it, and while all of that may be true, it's still breaking the law, and people don't like to hear that. And then, you know, I get accused of, oh, so you follow every law, you never speed, you never jaywalk, and people just like start nitpicking. So I've just stopped even commenting on shit like that anymore because people are fucking annoying. You need to subscribe here. Do I have emotes? I do have one emote. Here. I have my little YouTube emblem icon. I should cut a part of the stream and just make it to a YouTube video they can pass to people. Ugh. What movie is it when he says a person is smart but people are dumb? It is Men in Black. It's the first Men in Black. I reference that scene a lot. It's a very good quote. What's Men in Black? Oh my god. How much delay on my stream? I don't have any delay set, so it's just whatever, like, lag there is built into it. Depends on your connection, I guess. Are we breaking the EULA in chat? I don't think so. Alright, I gotta go get trained in TK Novice. Oh no! Baki's swoop got destroyed. I knew it was gonna happen. We called it earlier today. What time will I be getting off? I'm probably going to stream Galaxies for about another hour, and then I'm going to take a break and go get something to eat. Maybe edit a video, and then I'll be back on later tonight streaming something else. I don't know exactly what yet. But I'd like to play a game other than Galaxies tonight. I don't have a set time for that, though. I'm sorry. What am I going to eat? I don't know yet. That's my problem. That's why I don't have a set time for when I'm going to come back, because I don't know if I have to cook something or if I have to go out and buy something. I don't know. Ever played Tropico? No, I have not. I haven't played a lot of games, actually. It's just weird because I spend a lot of time online and I know a lot about games, but I just haven't played a lot myself. Alright, we gotta look up a Terraskasi trainer. I think there's one in Theed, actually. There is. You miss the odd drinks I used to drink? That Powerade-ish thingy? It was Powerade, and yeah. Now I'm on water. Trying to lose a little bit of weight. I've actually been on a half-assed diet, I should say, because I was serious about it for like a month and a half, 2 months, and then something happened and I started to cheat on it, and then I've kind of cheated on it a couple weekends here and there. But I've lost like 30 pounds over the past couple of months, which is not a whole lot. I've still got a long way to go, but cutting sugary drinks out has been a big thing. So I no longer drink nearly as much soda and like juices as I used to. Yeah, it's like keto. It's like no sugar, no carbs. But again, I've cheated a couple times. Yeah, I landed at the wrong shuttle port. I meant to land over there. Arsha, you love the Amnesia vid? Great idea. Thanks, man. I've wanted to do that with Takora for a long time. Oh, who is my female friend? That's Takora. She's been my best friend IRL for like almost 15 years, which is crazy. Isn't he like right around here? Theed Shuttle A. He's supposed to be right around here, I thought. Junk dealer. Artisan trainer. RSI. Why did I think it was him right here? Did I get the keto flu? No. No, I'm not looking for a junk dealer. I'm looking for a Terraskasi trainer. I know there's one around here. Is it this guy? Merchant trainer. I've got the freaking waypoint. I can just tab out. Negative 5649. Oh god, that's way this way. Sorry, I'm way behind on chat here. Darren Soul. Hey Mobius, just wondering in rough terms, how much is it expected to tip for healing? I've popped in and out of the game a few times and always wondered if I was shortchanging anyone. For, like, what kind of healing? Like, wound healing? Typically, I don't think doctors charge for wound healing, because it's really easy to heal wounds. But, for buffing, like if you get doctor buffs, a general tip is anywhere from 5 to 10,000 credits. Okay, so he should be over here. Yeah, there we go. Found you. Terraskasi Novice. There we go, boys. Get her done. Actually, I don't need that. So now we're going to be working on intermediate precision striking. And we're going to be working on intermediate power techniques. Because our first objective is to get unarmed spin attack 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to this, and then we can start getting whatever skills we want. But getting that spin attack 2 is a big deal. Let me see if I catch up. How much does the flash speeder again? How much does it cost? It's 20,000 credits for a flash speeder. You eat the same breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the last 2 years now? Jesus. Even though you're scared of these games ever since you played Outlast? Oh, like, scared of Amnesia? Yeah, when I first played Amnesia, it was scary as hell. And there were a couple jump scares that got me, even when I played it again with Takora. But, I told... When I had gotten the idea to do the Amnesia series again, I asked Takora if she would be interested in doing it with me, because I've wanted to show her Amnesia for a long time. But she hates scary games too, so I knew there was a chance that she would say no. So I had two ideas. I was either going to record it with Takora, which is what we ended up doing, but if she ended up saying no, what I was going to do was stream it and allow people to cheer or donate or follow or subscribe or whatever, and have stream-controlled jump scares. Kind of like I do with Tarkov, where when you cheer, like, it makes the loud gunfire go off and makes me jump if it's a real tense situation. So since I had already played through it, I figured making, allowing some stream interaction would be really good. But I knew that would be way too much for Tick. So we decided that if Tick was going to do it, which she decided to do, then we would just record it on our own and post the videos. So we ended up doing that. Why is the Naboo map different? I've got a map mod that shows what the map actually looks like in-game instead of the one that the game comes with. Because the one the game comes with is like an artist's recreation of the map. But this one, like, you can actually see, like, the cities and all, like, the rivers and trees and stuff are actually where they are in-game. Alright, where do I gotta get catch up? Spin attack for the grind, yes. Yes, there are jump scares. You hope they add some cool missions when the base of the project is done. There's a whole section on the forums called server ideas that you can go to and make suggestions for things for them to add. There's a lot of cool stuff, and there's some cool stuff actually coming. I can show you guys a quick tease after I find this damn scout trainer. Here he is. You were showing off during the stream? She called you out on it? Or during the recording? Yeah. Well, see, because I'm very familiar with the beginning of the game. So we actually... I'll show you guys a little something something. Hold on here. I'll give you a little behind the scenes. Here's a little behind the scenes. You ready? Boom. So here's the Amnesia video that I made public the other day. Episode 1. Here's Episode 2, Episode 3, Episode 4, Episode 5, Episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it took us 11 episodes. This is the last episode. So I've actually already edited, rendered, and uploaded every video in the series. So the entire series has already been uploaded and is technically able to be watched, but obviously I kind of want to space the uploads out a bit so people can have their, take their time and watch them. Alright, so yeah, we gotta go. Let's go back to town and get a Vibronuclear. Oh, so where's the other thing that I was gonna tease you guys with? Stand by. Stand by. So here's a little screenshot that our good old QA Forelli shared with me. So this screenshot was taken on the Nova test server. Do you guys happen to see anything unusual about this screenshot? Or maybe anything different that you might not see on the Basilisk server? Anything at all? Just go ahead and shout it out when you see it. Yeah, Feb got it. Vendor search, baby. So, let me shrink this down a bit. If you look here, coming soon, TM, is a text field where you will be able to type the item name that you're looking for on the bazaar or vendors and filter out any unwanted results. So that is a coming soon feature. Okay, weapons. Let's see if there's any good weapons in here. Am I lagging? Oh no, it's just this vendor. I'm like waiting for items to load. No! There's no melee weapons! Alright, I guess we have to go somewhere else. Who else has weapons for sale? Crafting and market. Let's see. We did have that in live. Nope. Nope. Okay. Architecture, armory. Somebody's got to have weapons for sale somewhere. Deeds, homes, and vehicles. Rides and stuff. Droids, armory, and goods. We'll try that. Drugs, stims, poisons, diseases, basic clothes. Swoop. No! Everything's empty! This is not going well. Kuro should have some. Alright, we're getting the swoop back out. Pooch and mooch. Droids and stims. This is why we need to go start a town, and we need to build a mall, and just have everybody's vendor co-located. Storage. Those are all factories back there. There's one small house. 4-socket Taylor and ID. Oh, here we go. There's a lot of vendors in here. But this says Deeds, Homes, Vehicles. This is Hot Dog. Let's see. I don't think Hot Dog has weapons. Crafting stations, factories, homes, furniture and decor, harvesters. Nope, no weapons. Rides and stuff, Chef Nats, Baki and Sapphires, buildings and installations, Bio Scout and Ranger Depot, Hot Pants only. Where is Kuro's house? Oh wait, Kuro's Cold Steel. Okay, let's try this. Kuro's Cold Steel. Ooh, okay, weapons. We've got weapons. Let's see. Melee weapon. Vibro Knucklers. Alright, for 2,000, we can get... These are not very good. Ugh. But they have to be better than fighting unarmed, right? Low special attack cost. 14 to 82 with a speed of 3.1. 38. So, alright, let's see. What's the fastest we have? So, 3.1, 3.0, 3.0. So that's it. 3.0 is the fastest. Alright, now let's look at the max damage. So, 88, 89. 89 is the max damage. So that's the most heavy-hitting one we have. And it's the fastest. Special attack cost is a little high, but we have buffs, so that's not a big problem. So that's the one I'm going with. Let's see. Well, we've got a weapon now. The weapon spawns are all crap. Alright, well, we need a smuggler. I know Mick Yeager was working on smuggler. Once he's through slicing, we'll be able to slice him. It does have light armor piercing? Oh, it does. I don't know why I never realized that. Alright, well, let's go grab a mission real quick just to see how we do. You have this weird feeling that Mobius won't motivate his weaponsmiths with a whip. Nah, man. I'm not gonna do nothing to nobody. Buddy. I'm old Greg. Do you love me? Do you ever drink Bailey's out of a shoe? You think you could ever love me? You don't know old Greg? Oh my god. Okay. Let's try the Veermox. And the large Gualamas. You seen my mangina? You seen my tiddly bits? I don't know what he says. You seen my downstairs mix up? That's what he says. Thank you. Where am I? Greg's place. I'm old Greg. I've got watercolors. I call this one Old Greg. I've called this one Old Greg. I call this one Bailey's. It was a comedy skit from some British comedy show. I don't actually know the name of the show, but the skit is called Old Greg, and it's very British humor. Like, it's really dry, but it's funny. Alright, let's armor up. Let's armor up and drink some brandy. Drink some Baileys out of a shoe. Oh crap, these guys are aggressive? That's not... Really? Maverick Gualamas are my target? That doesn't sound familiar. Large Gualama. Alright, I guess they're these guys. I hope these don't pack aggro. Pretty good. The meat's pretty crap. What are all the drinks and food good for in SWG? They give you stat boosts. Let's see if we can take on 2. TK is good in PvE, but you feel like it ain't really good in PvP. That is pretty much correct. You get a lot of good defenses that are useful in PvP, but you wouldn't want to fight using your Vibro Knuckler. You would want to get Terraskasi, the defense skill mods in Terraskasi, and combo them with a more hard-hitting melee profession like Swordsman or Fencer. Wow, Woolly Hide with an OQ of 3. We will not be needing that. TK is best versus Jedi. Combat Medic with TK is insanely good. Yeah, all these resources are terrible. You can use the resources when grinding the crafting grind. Dude, my crafting grind's done. Master Doctor, baby. And I've got plenty of other resources. If people need resources off of me, which I don't think they do, everybody's got resources, but I've got plenty of resources to share. So unless I find something really good, I don't bother keeping it anymore. What's this swipe thing? This swipe thing is a guild that I started, which stands for Simulated Wipe, which basically means everybody in the guild can only interact with other characters that are also in the guild, basically simulating as if the server wiped. That means you can't buy anything off the market or the bazaar or vendors. You can't get buffs or training from other characters that aren't in the guild. It's basically us being completely self-sufficient, which just makes the game a lot more challenging to play because we don't have people making ridiculously overpowered weapons or insanely strong armor. Which, as you can see, like right now, I'm wearing this Ubi's armor, which is only 30%. Alright, oh my god, it's the second time I fucked that up today. 36% kinetic resist. And I don't have entertainer buffs right now, so I have to keep stopping and letting my mind heal. You learned one thing: never use stat migrations when you first start and put it all into mind. That's the worst thing you have done. Well, it's the best thing to do if you're playing normally, but no, if you're in swipe, it's not a good idea. And yes, we're on Basilisk. It was a good way to play on Basilisk as if Basilisk wiped without actually having to wipe it. We do have an image designer in the guild now, though, that can do stat migrations. But to be honest, I can buff, like I have pretty good doctor buffs now, so getting all your points into mind is not as bad of an idea as it was earlier. The only problem then is you're kind of dependent on whether or not I'm around to buff you. Feb with the cheer. Alright, I'm gonna finish these 2 missions, and then I'm gonna take my break. Oh god, we got all 4 of them. Let's see if we can take them on. We should actually be alright. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Get some. We'll take our armor off now. Looks like you're number 1 on cheers. Yeah, I think it resets weekly. Oh, it got updated behind me. Veer Mox. Just gonna let our mind heal up a little bit. You had just 3 bits? Well, thank you, the Chris. Thank you for the 3 bits. How the KOTOR videos coming along? You think last you watched was episode 6? I just recorded one this morning. And it was episode 20. So they're moving quite along. I still have to edit it. Alright, let's see how screwed we get here. We actually do quite a bit of damage against these guys. That's not bad at all. Let's see if we can take the whole group. Wow, really? Dude, we're one-shotting these bastards. Look at that. Except for these guys. So the sentries go down super easily. It's the regular Veermox that don't. Let's ditch the armor here. I think the armor is doing more harm than good right now. Oh god, I need my helmet. No, maybe we're okay. Maybe we're okay. We're okay. Alright, we're good. Let's take on these night spiders. Oh, they're taking on me. Where's my helmet? Helmet! Armor! 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 Panda! Panda! I don't have any poison heals. I don't need them though. Let's go, bitches. What you got? What you got? You ain't got shit. I just need to tap him. Just a love tap. Just at the bit. There you go. What will happen to swipe and everyone got like the best armor we can get and super good buffs in that? I don't know. We'll have to decide as a guild. Where's our guild hall's over this way? That's it right there. Will we be able to use the bazaar then or not? Maybe. I'm thinking it kind of depends, man. Because the whole idea of what we're doing is kind of like a social experiment, right? To see how self-sufficient one guild can be. But at the same time, I understand that the longer we play, I think what we'll do, and this is just an idea that I've had, I gotta run this past everybody else in the guild and see what everyone thinks, and we'll kind of decide as a group, but I think every, like, month or so, because the guild's not even a month old yet, we started this on October 1st, so on November 1st we'll have been going for a month. But I think like every month or two, we can open up some sort of feature that we haven't been using. So, for example, player shuttles. As of right now, you're not allowed to shuttle to any player city. Because we're, again, acting as if we're the only people on the guild. And if we're the only people on the guild, then there wouldn't be any other player cities to shuttle to. But, at the same time, if we're technically trying to simulate the server wiping, right? And if we're simulating the server wiping, then that doesn't mean we're the only people on the guild. There would be other people as well. So I think over time, we should open ourselves up to using other things, but I think we need to pace them out at a rate that they would be available on the server if there were other people that also started on October 1st. So I have to look up and see how long does it take for a city to reach rank 4 so that they can use shuttle ports, because cities rank up over time. I don't remember how many weeks. I think it's every week they rank up, but it might be every 3 weeks, because I think the election is held every 3 weeks. But see, I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked at how cities work. But, like, if the city ranks up every week and politicians get their XP every 3 weeks, then, like, I would have to do the math and see what is the earliest possible time that other shuttle ports could even be available. Our buffs are surprisingly good for as quickly as we got them. Alright, so cities level up or rank up every week. So what we'll do is once we get a city, we'll start a timer. It'll be when it's been 1 month from our city founding. Basically, when we get a shuttle port, we can unlock other player city shuttle ports. I think is how I'd like to do it, but we'll see. It's not completely up to me. This is kind of a group decision because this is a group experiment. Shoot, I forgot. I can't heal my own wounds yet through meditation. Or someone trying to go for Jedi in the guild? I have no idea. We have like 125 people in the guild. Alright, wounds are taken care of. Well, we hit our goal. We got TK Novice. We got a Vibro Knuckler. It's gonna be very slow grinding these up, but I feel like now that we've got a VK, our damage output's been significantly increased. Intermediate precision striking, we're almost halfway there. That'll get us unarmed body hit 1, which will be really good. Also gives us some pretty good defense mods. Like I said earlier, our first goal is going to be Expert Power Tech for Unarmed Spin 2. But just going up the Expert Power Tech branch, we're going to get Unarmed Dizzy 1. We're going to get some Unarmed Damage and Unarmed Speed bonuses. Damage and Speed, Unarmed Combo, which I believe hits all 3 health pools at once. Yes, it does. Oh no, Health and Mind. So Unarmed Combo 2, I think, hits all 3. Yeah, it does. Okay. And then after that, I guess we should probably go Balance Conditioning, because that's going to give us state defenses, and it's also going to give us melee damage mitigation, which will significantly reduce how much damage we take from melee combat. State defenses, Unarmed Toughness, state defenses, melee damage mitigation 2, toughness, knockdown 2, and then the Meditate branch just gives us more Meditate, gives us the ability to heal our own wounds. Eventually we can power boost, which is not really that big of a deal. Force of Will lets us get up from being incapacitated, not that big of a deal. And then obviously at Master we get finally melee damage mit 3, unarmed hit 3, and a whole boost to stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be quite a journey. The worst grind in TK is the meditation tree? Why? What? How? It's the same thing. You get that tree the same, or you get that branch the same way you get the other 2 branches. It just takes longer? It does not. It takes exactly the same amount of time. It's not like it uses its own type of XP. It uses this... It would take longer if you went this first, but if you save it for last, then it'll take less time. Honestly, it's whichever one you do first is the one that takes the longest. Especially if you do not go for Expert Power Tech first. If I were to grind this up first, and then go for Unarmed Spin 2, then yeah, this would absolutely take the longest. Because none of the skills you get in this branch increase your damage output, your speed, your resistances, nothing. All this does is purely increase your meditate ability. But by going up this, every skill box you get in this branch is going to increase how much damage you do and how fast you attack, which makes the whole rest of the grind go quicker. You did Power Techs last? Well, that was your problem. The good rule of thumb, for no matter what profession you do, is find your highest level area attack and go for that first. Because once you get your highest level AoE ability, that makes grinding the entire rest of the profession quicker. right. I think it's break time. What do you guys think? It's been like 2 hours. You going to bed? Alright, man. Have a good night. See if we, there was a clothing vendor over here, wasn't there? Basic clothes. Let's see if we can get something different than these starter scout clothing. Alright, Arsha, have a good night. Alright, so there's not a vendor here. It is quite literally just basic clothes. Just dropped in the house. Bamboozle again. But the thing is, like, the sign's not lying. There are basic clothes in there. I can't be mad. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for now. Like I said, I'll be back on, I'll probably be back on streaming later tonight. But, I don't know what it'll be. We'll see. We'll have some fun with whatever it is. But thanks for hanging out for now. Thanks for having a nice long discussion about the legalities of galaxies and all that fun stuff. I'll see y'all later.